It's another Saturday. Thanks for staying tuned to your station, the AfricaTelevision, and welcome to your program, Security Watch Africa. On this channel, on this program, every week, we'll bring you that information you need to keep your life safe and secure. Wherever the issue is, Security Watch Africa will be there to bring it to you. Welcome to the program today. My name still remains Patrick Abambo. We are looking at those issues that affects you and I, issue of life, and life is sacrosanct and must be protected, and that is the number one important factor for existence. We must be alive and we must be secured, and that is why this program is number one, the numero uno of all programs on television. Welcome again. First, before I go ahead with the topic and the issue for today, I really want to talk about the incident that happened in Oyo State, particularly the escaping of the serial killer from the police cell. That really it's a bad commentary on the issue of our security. I want to believe that the police are up on top of the matter to be able to bring this guy to justice, to bring him back and try him so that the law will take its course. Him being on the streets is a big danger and a big threat to the lives of so many Nigerians. I wouldn't want to believe that the police, the Nigerian police force, in Oyo State, are not capable to handle the issue, because how would they allow such a man to escape? By now, we expect that the divisional police officer in charge of that division, the officers on duty, should be answering some questions from the police hierarchy about what happened. And sadly, again, yesterday, there was attack on a police station also in Ibadan, in Oyo State capital. Something must have to be done in Oyo State, because it's a threat. A threat anywhere in Nigeria is a threat to all parts of Nigeria, and that must be taken seriously. Yes, that brings me to the issue we'll be looking at today on the program, talking about the issue of so many times people have talked about the insecurity in the northern part of Nigeria, and as it affects the northern part of Nigeria, affects every other part of Nigeria. But today we'll be looking at the factors that are fueling this insecurity. Already have some youths from the northern part of Nigeria in the studio with me to talk with me. Actually, they are from the Northern Youth Initiative for Peace and Good Governance. They're already here seated with me to be looking at what are those factors that are fueling insecurity in Nigeria. We'll be coming in Northern Nigeria. We'll be coming to that. But first, some of our sisters, Nigerians, were taken to Lebanon for greener pastures, only for them to be used over there as modern-day slaves. Thank God that the Lebanese community in Nigeria and the Nigerian government have been able to repatriate and to bring them back home to reunite with their family. So Security Watch Africa was there when these girls touched down here in Abuja, Nigeria. So we'll bring you that report by Peggy Agbe.
The belief that greener pasture is only found outside the shores of Nigeria has led so many to their early graves, and some have gone through physical violation, mental torture, and modern-day slavery. Lots of young ladies get often lured with promises of jobs in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, but end up being used as sex commodities. Nigeria's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, in collaboration with the Lebanese community in Nigeria, with response to the distress call by these ladies who were being maltreated by their masters, rescued and facilitated the return of 72 ladies back to Nigeria. The obviously distressed and traumatized ladies, who thanked the Nigerian government and the Lebanese community for their safe return home, spoke on what took them to Lebanon and how they were treated.
I traveled from someone, the person that did the visa for me. He collected 450,000 from me. So when I went to Lebanon, I noticed that my boss was the one that did the visa. So when I asked them, I told them what I was passing through. So they said, whatever I see there, I should take it like that.
It's not the kind of housework that human being can do. It's a work for robots. They even call us animals.
My experience there was so tough that my advice for my friends, my following sisters in Africa, especially in Nigeria, I wish to inform everybody to stay in your country. No matter how you are managing a work of 10,000, it could have been better. Your happiness, your life means important.
The ministry spokesperson, Mr. Ferdinand Nwonye, and the Lebanese community representative, Mr. Philip Webby, who were on ground to receive these ladies at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja, revealed to Security Watch Africa on how these ladies were rescued and what is on ground to aid them back to their feet.
The whole process started from the engagement of the minister with the Lebanese ambassador, and to make it possible to this point we are now, our embassy in Lebanon were involved, fully involved.
There's over 50,000 Lebanese people that are in Nigeria. Nigeria is our second home. It's even our first home. So basically we have to do that. That's the least we can do.
The plans for them is they will get to the hotel first. From there, NAPTIP to take over. I think there is a protocol for a procedure for receiving of this kind of Nigerians.
Having faith in one's country aids in building a strong and prosperous country, as the grass is not always greener on the other side. Peggy Agbe, Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Welcome back. Yeah, really, the grass is not always greener on the other side, really, and that is a true talk. Yes, so our topic of today, like I introduced earlier, is factors fueling insecurity in northern Nigeria, and I said we already have our guest here in the studio, but that will be after this intro, this report by Shuli Daniels, who was in Borno State, and this is the report she brings to us. How old are you? You're very useful to yourself. So that is good, okay? All right? Thank you.
In the drive for a comparative analysis report of the fight against terrorism and insurgents in the Northeast pre-2015 and now, Security Watch Africa spoke to some youth in Maiduguri, Borno State, who identifies unemployment and illiteracy as a major fuel that drives youth to take up arms to join the insurgents.
If you look at our environment, you will go about 200, 300 kilometers. We doesn't have even outposts or secondary school or primary school to educate the youth. So without any education, people are just living. So when this terrorism comes, started advising them, a young man that who not see even single 10,000, you now seen 100,000, 200,000, they will give him arms to go and fight for your right. That's the major problem that we are facing from beginning. We have no foundation of education, and the government used to keep, when you left Bama to Cameroon border, if you follow from Gulumba, you go to Calabalge, you go to Cameroon, we don't have even single outpost, and getting almost about 200 and something kilometers. So that's the major problem that they are facing.
This illiteracy too is the big modern role to send somebody to insurgency. Because if you don't have knowledge, you don't know how to go to business, you will just stay at home, looking at people going out with big cars, you hate them. So in that head you say, okay, let you be like them. So they will give you money, they will encourage you to join them. But if you are out of this, nobody can control you, talk less of send you go and do something very bad to your nation, to your people, because we are like one family.
Usman Bako particularly advised youths, even those who are graduates, not to wait for government employment, but rather they should become entrepreneurs.
Only two things have been pushing them to join the insurgency: lack of unemployment, illiteracy. So I advise every youth, nobody shall stay at home. Either you are graduate, keep your documents at home, come out like drop out and hustle. You can't join any insurgency. If you are hustling, see a lot of youth here. We have more than 5,000 youth are here. We have more than 2,000 graduates, BSc, diploma. A lot, we have even more than 3,000. But we keep our documents aside, come here to hustle as a man so that we will defend ourselves.
He further thanked the security agencies for what they are doing in the state and appealed to the youth to always provide necessary information to the security agencies.
Before we are not in here, we are in post office. But the vigilant security and the people are there, but we are feared to come. But for today, like the fear don't come out for everybody's body because of the vigilant youth and the army, soldier, police, and the reaction of the state governor. So anything is going according to our test, we the people of Borno State. If I see anybody that I didn't trust him, I will call the security agencies, they will give me their attention, will arrest. I will even my brother, my father, whatever. If you are with them, I will vigilant work. This would bring the peace reign to this level.
Shirley Daniels, Security Watch Africa, Brown State.
Welcome back. Nothing more to add, but let me come to my guest in the studio. With me here, it's Alhaji Umar Farouk Lawal. He's the president of the Northern Youth Initiative for Peace and Good Governance. It's a pleasure to have you. He's representing the northwest part of the north here to talk. Yes, there on my my left end there is Barrister Abdul Malik Alpha. He's the vice president, and he's from the North Central. Over there is Engineer Ismail Abdullahi, is the Director of Research and Documentation. He's representing the Northeast. Yes, gentlemen, you heard the report from Maiduguri about factors, what they have said. I don't know. Let me take from you. Do you agree to what Bako is talking there about illiteracy and unemployment being the major factors?
First of all, I didn't agree with that. The problem of unemployment, you can employ yourself, you can give yourself a good job with doing one or two things in the community. You can go to farm. You can farm. Thank God with the president Muhammadu Buhari has already said that the youth should go back to farm. Everybody should go back to farm. So you can create employment for yourself. If you are a graduate, you have the intelligence, you have what it takes for you to go and create employment for yourself.
Yes, of course. I was told that even you're also involved in farming. That is good.
Yes.
Let me come to you, Barrister. Yes, it seems that the attention it's a bit shifting from the northeast towards the northwest and the north central, which it's yours. Why do you think it's spreading across?
First and foremost, I think it's very, very unfortunate that security situation in this country in the recent time has taken a very, very alarming dimension. So much that even the police that is empowered by the Constitution, by the Police Act, to nip in the bud or to provide internal security for the people of this country has been overwhelmed, overstretched, so much that even the military, whose function is basically to protect the territorial integrity of the country, to protect the borders, and also where you have issue or cases of insurrection, they can also come in. They are also overstretched. Now, just like the report we've just watched, unemployment, illiteracy, to some extent, is one of the fundamental factors that is fueling insecurity in this country. Because it is said that when people are employed, definitely they will have no time to think of untoward things. But just like the president have said, unemployment, the word unemployment is relative, because what is employment to Mr. A may not be what is employment to Mr. B. So therefore, there is need for us to appreciate the fact that employment or unemployment is relative. So now, what is paramount now is for the youth of this country to think outside the box, because we have passed the era where if you are graduating from university, you have a job waiting for you. If you are graduating from polytechnic, you have a job waiting for you. And the only way out, or the only panacea for Nigeria progress and development is for the youth of this country to embrace entrepreneurship. Because if you go to most of the developed countries of the world, what they are into is entrepreneurship. And for the youth of this country to get it right, they should create skill for themselves so that they can contribute their quota towards the progress, towards the growth, economic growth of this country. Now, looking at what the present government is doing through the Anchors Borrower program, and recently the COVID-19 empowerment loan for the youth of this country, about 770 for the youth of this country. We believe if these resources are judiciously utilized, are judiciously distributed to those who deserve it, it will go a long way to solve the insecurity challenges that is bedeviling this country. Now, illiteracy. If you look at illiteracy, is a contributing factor, because if a man is educated, in fact, education is the torchlight that keep man from falling into the quick sand of animalistic materialism. If a man is educated, you can be rest assured that there are some certain crime he will not want to commit. So therefore, for we to get it right, just from the report, Bako said, in fact, people have to trek miles for them to access educational facilities like primary school, secondary school. The northern governors should invest more in education by building more schools so that there will be easy access to education.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me come to you, Ismail. You were born in the northeast, particularly in Borno State. Grew up and everything, school there. And let's look at the northeast, but how it was pre-2015 and how it is now. What will be your take on that?
First of all, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. It's a privilege to be with you at this wonderful day and this wonderful hour. Before I move on, I would like to appreciate the security personnel, most especially the army, the Nigerian army. They have did a tremendous effort in reducing the insurgency that is going on, particularly what is happening in the northeast. Because if you take a look around that 2012, 13, 14, 15, the insurgents has escalated to more states in the northern part of the country, even here in Abuja. But with their efforts, they have been able to bring it down, not even to Maiduguri, to even some part, most especially the northern part of Borno. That is where the problem is still going on. So I would like to appreciate the Nigerian army for their job well done. First of all, to my own perspective view in conquering this insurgency is that it's not a work of the Northeast or Borno State, it's the work of Nigeria at large. Because we have to have a true Nigerian. Let's have Nigeria at heart. Let's be one people. So with that, I think, because what fuels this problem is, first of all, poverty, inequality, and lack of development. So first of all, there is need for development to reach all those remote areas. If it reaches there, so from there, and another thing is this intellectuality, because if you check from the beginning, I think the insurgency, it starts from maybe one person or group of people. They use their intellectual to bring people to put that ideology, that insurgence, that crisis in their heart, in their mind. So definitely we need more intellectuals that will still carry those people, take these people from that idea of crisis, then we bombard, to, let's say, just to neutralize them. To neutralize their
and as part
mind.
of the counter-insurgency, you need another intellectual being.
Intellectual to bring them back.
I agree with you there. Let me come to you, my good friend Omar. The northern youth seems to have been idle, seems to have been not very, very pushful in trying to correct the situation in the north. And that is why it seems that some of them are majority in terms of this because most of the people arrested for these terrorism acts or insurgency are the youths. So what is lacking? What is really the issue among the youth in the north?
The issue is that, as my barristers earlier said, is the governments are not close to the youths. Some of our environments, especially in the northeast and some part of northwest, you go to a local government, you will not see anybody in the local government secretariat, no government presence in every part of the country, especially the northeast. That is what is causing this insecurity. Because the government presence is not there. So how can a youth, grown up youth, wake up and see that it's only farm that is going to, no government present, nobody to correct him on some certain things, no good schools? That is what is causing all these things. So we, from our own angle, that we are a little bit educated, we go into those remote areas and tell them that these things are not done like this. These things are done like this. The ones that we can correct, we will correct. The ones that we cannot correct, we pray to Almighty God to correct.
Okay. Now, let me still remain with you before I go to the other. You are from Kano. You've been in Kano. In fact, you just came from Kano for this program. When this insurgency terrorism started, Kano was part of it. Today, Kano is free from it. Even the banditry that we talk about, Kano is not having that fair share. Are we saying that there is presence of government in all parts of Kano compared to the northeast, where we still see northern part of Borno State, where we still see this issue? Why is it that this state remains in the northern Borno so disturbing?
First and foremost, as Engineer Ismail has earlier said, we have to commend the military. The military have done very well. They have done excellent. In fact, the Chief of Army Staff, General Buratai, has done tremendously enough for Nigerian Army. And we urge the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, without fear or favor, should equip the military more so that they can finish the issue of insecurity. What is happening in the Maiduguri, before it has escalated even to Abuja, not even in Kano. There is a Friday that they finish more than 500 people in Kano in a day. But because of the security, the intelligence has come in, and the people of Kano say enough is enough.
So now you talk about the people. So
yes.
The people, they are very important in this fight. Okay.
Yes, the people of Kano say enough is enough.
Okay.
So if you are in your house, in your area, if a stranger come in, you will know that this person is a stranger. Then you will know how to tackle it. If you see the stranger doesn't have a home where it's going to, you will now call the attention of the security immediately. And the people of Kano and the northeast, northwest are very alert. Because when you have insecurity, the people of that environment are indeed involved.
They are heading, yes. Okay.
They are heading it.
Okay.
So
great.
we are calling on the people of Maiduguri, as the issue died in Kano.
Northern Borno.
And so, yes, especially in Northern Borno, please, they should come, and the stakeholders and the leaders, the chiefs, the district head, should look into these issues of insecurity and look at, is there people that are going daily? Is the Nigerians that are going daily? Please, they should look into this issue and settle this issue within the community leaders so that everything will pipe low. That is the only place that I think is a little bit remaining in the northeast.
Okay, great. Unfortunately, we are getting signs to signal to leave, and we must leave. But gentlemen, I want us to continue with this maybe next week or any other time, if you don't mind. I know you are coming from different places, from Maiduguri, from Lokoja, from Kano, but we need to be able to look at it. But because it's very, very serious. Because we're going to look at not only military action, you know, the issue about government, like all of you have said, you know, they need to be able to get the people closer. Sorry, we must leave, but at least we have laid the foundation for it.
Thank you.
Are you agree with me? Okay,
We
so
agree.
yeah, unfortunately we must end this discussion today, but we'll continue with it. We must leave, and unfortunately we may not be able to take our usual COVID-19 statistics, but please be conscious, be security conscious, keep yourself clean, observe all the protocols so that you won't expose yourself. As we hope and pray to God to protect us, please also protect yourself. Gentlemen, I'm happy you're here. We'll continue with you. Thank you for being with us. And we must sign out for other programs to continue, call for prayer and others. Until we come your way again next week, I said thanks for staying tuned and bye for now.